Hello, welcome to a very interesting game. Sadly, I have some bad news. This is one of those games that has an interesting premise, but the game was in early access, or not in early access, was in production for such a long time that when I played the demo it looked amazing. Now when I'm playing the full game it looks average at best. Also, one of the other issues is that these developers are the kind of neurodivergent developers who have no clue on how to balance a game. Just look at the combat difficulty. The combat difficulty is basically you taking you being more vulnerable in combat and enemies being tankier. Survivor means you need more food and more water. Stealth, they detect you faster. Scavenging. And this is the one that really annoys me to no end. Oh, what do you mean I have to play more inventory management if I play on a very hard difficulty? What do you think this is? This is not a sandbox game. This is a game with a story and you go from point A to point B. You should have proper balance. If you don't balance your game, that means the game is not finished. And this will never be finished. If the developers didn't care about balance, good luck. Same for this over here. So when you play on a harder difficulty, you should have a harder game, but with the benefit of something else. For example, most games, let's say, they spawn more enemies, but that means you get more loot and more experience. Other games give you stronger enemies, but they can give you stronger equipment. Other games have various ways of doing this, but generally, for example, roguelike games, the harder the difficulty, the more stuff you unlock after each run. But this game is straight up telling you in your face, hey, you want to play on the harder difficulty? Good luck, you will have less inventory space and everything will be tankier. So, let's begin. Oh, that's such a bad start to the game. Well, the game is kind of like Mutant Year Zero, Miasma Chronicles, or Kings of Freedom. But it has base management and it is not turn-based.
Ceased to exist when the comet came, all lost in the glimpse of an eye. It soon turned out that those who perished initially were the lucky ones. From the crater came the mist, and with it came stasis. Shroomers are those who embrace stasis, drawing from its powers, a symbiosis of the unknown and man. A new breed is born. Those who call themselves the Sighted have forsaken the old laws. Madness drives their deeds. Some seek refuge in graveyard cities. Others find only death among the ashes. In these harsh times, everything you desire can be obtained for a steep price. Materials, resources, or lives can be given or taken. In the fallen world, a community of avant-garde nomads still crave any bits of joy, constantly wandering the wastes back and forth. There are finally those who wish to stay away from prying eyes.
I want to be those guys.
Always vigilant and carefully planning their next move. Mystery surrounds their actions. And there is you.
That's not a normal looking deer.
United together against it all.
Yeah, I had so many high hopes for the game, but now all of them were basically shattered when I played the first 2 minutes, and this is more or less the same as the... You just have to go for resources, doesn't matter. Basically the same as the demo. So when you play a full release of a game that is the same as the demo, that's a huge red flag in my book. Yeah, among other stuff like the developers not having a difficulty, the balanced difficulty, or not having a proper intro. I mean, that intro was clearly professionally made and the rest of the game is not so professionally made. I see I'm getting a lot of FPS drops even though the game looks average at best. I'm not sure what the idea is. Why would it matter who harvests stuff? So this is the inventory. As you can see, the inventory is basically like 2010 Flash game. But I'll try it. I'll give it a try. That's team loot. Okay. So... Oh, okay, so we have to go through all of the places. And this... Oh, it's empty. Oh. Okay. I guess resources are all over the place, but you kind of have to guess what is a resource that you can interact with. Also, so we cannot go into the foggy areas. Oh, in case you're wondering, this is max settings. Like, it might not be max settings, so let's reduce foliage a little bit and shadows. Usually I play like this, so cinematics, and I don't know, I think most of the games these days are blurry, and I hate blurry games. Well, don't touch it. Interesting, so the bridge is destroyed. And I need 10 wood, okay. Need the torch for this. Oh, fold. I guess you make noise if you do it like that. Those look like Alice in Wonderland mushrooms. Guess we can assign all of this stuff to them. They'll take longer. Well, meh. I don't know, the game has its charm, and that's why I'm going to play it, but I think this is going to be one of those games that most people will say no, unless they play it themselves or they see someone else play it. Okay. So they should disappear after you harvest them. Well, I guess it's okay then. But I think they should make the... Wow, that's very... See, this is not finished, so be very careful if you want to buy the game. If you're still not discouraged, let's explore more of the game. Because the base building is actually interesting and the combat is not half bad. Next. I guess they need a proper melee weapon. Oh, this guy has a warhammer. Clubbing time. Okay, so we have some interesting elements like I told you, but if this game came out 6 months after they released the demo... By the way, the UI is also a bit janky. Okay, so we cannot go through here. Then well, who's the hunter? And why can I not collect the pretty mushrooms? Ah, well, you probably know the answer. Probably they'll kill We'll die if we try to eat them. Okay, I'm afraid to not look at them because they might do something stupid. Okay, I guess the deer trail goes over there. I think we have to go up there, but first of all, let's check the other areas for materials and resources. I guess we shouldn't split up. Also have to remember to use my flashlight to maybe highlight some resources. That's ammo. And yeah, you can craft certain things to use at certain areas and certain interactions with them. How do I get to this place? The torch, ooh. I have a military crate over here, or it looks like it's an important thing. So yeah, I guess they made a mix of genres, and I love when they mix genres like this, but they could have done it a little better and a little faster. But I picked up that firewood. We should have a map. Maybe not yet. Where are my team members? Yeah, this game, no, not what it's supposed to be. I don't think I'm going to refund it, but still, it seems like they cannot even handle the basic commands. And again, this demo has been out for a very, very long time, and this costs about 20 euros. We cannot go on the trail over there. Can we save? I guess we can save anywhere that we like. Here we have a quick save, which will be a great help. I don't know why they're so janky. Wait. They collected the wood. Okay, this is interesting. I guess it's also annoying that you have to switch characters to get some resources. Switch to Zack, yeah. Who thought of this mechanic? Anyway, it doesn't matter, we'll collect all of the resources. Look at the nice bird. That bird is actually more interesting than some of the gameplay. So this is the side of the map we couldn't climb. Like a torch will get us through a lot of places. You can make music with this. I should probably follow the deer trail instead of just going into the unknown. I'm afraid they'll get stuck, so that means I'll have to wait for them. Interesting. I guess this is the good part of the game. Okay, let's head back because we're already lost. Very far away from our objective. Scavenge the chemicals. I thought I saw something over here. Yeah, maybe the game will get better once we reach the base building portion. I did the base building portion in a demo and I remember it was not that bad. I'm also kind of lost, but we'll get there eventually. Oh. What's the toilet? This is a crate. Can I open the crate? No. Okay, this is the part I remember from playing the game, from playing the demo. Gaining access to some materials that are kind of hidden. So you're telling me at some point I'll run out of inventory space just because the game decides it's supposed to happen? Well, I guess that's what will happen and I cannot do anything about it. Man, that stupid difficulty meter is going to be annoying. Wait, what? Well, I guess we're too efficient at our jobs. Okay, then that's all of the looting we'll do. And they are human. Will be done. Then here's a pistol, makeshift ammo, the air gun. Yikes. So, how do you deal with that? Okay, let's use the lockpick so we can loot the chest. I guess we need a med kit. Can probably leave the fiber there. We'll take all of the food. Take the arrow. Oh, we finally have the map. Okay. This does make things easier. So, okay, we'll go through until we reach the part where we can actually, you know, base build. Or build something in the base. That's too janky. Now the weird part is that they're telling me follow the... Oh, I remember I failed this in the demo as well. Reload. Got it. Okay, we can reload. Sure, sure. So... Wait, if the inventory is filled up, what happens to the loot? Tactical pause. Well, this is what will make or break the game. Actually, you do a ranged shot. Who has... Oh yeah, the UI is horrible. So who has this gun over here? Who is the character I'm... They didn't fix the UI. They didn't fix any of the issues I was having with the game. I cannot swap between characters in this gameplay mode. So you basically have no way to tell which character is which or who is who. That's Zach. Dan. Okay. Do I have any idea what happened? Nope, not a clue. What happens if your inventory is filled up? I don't know, I don't care. We have a lot of animal carcass. Okay, reporting for duty. Okay, that scares me when I hear the shing sound. So we are safe-ish right now. They're friendlies. Wow, they're so blurry. The guy with the torch is so weird. He's bathing in the fire. No, 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 you have to go quiet. Hide in the bushes, stay crouched. F. I guess. What? You just buried them instantly? Well, I could have used this killing commandos. Super useful for commandos. So the way I see it, if you do everything yourself, you get a boost. Sure, I guess. What can I say? Stick to the plan. I know from the demo that there are a lot more enemies here than you first see. Hit the body faster. I'm not sure what we're doing here. Wait, we can loot some of the corpses? Well, Jack. So janky. Oh, I think I should just shoot that guy. Dude, at least wear a t-shirt. What is this? Captain Caveman? Yeah, very smooth, right? Stealth 10 out of 10. I'm not sure why the reloading doesn't work as intended. The combat is super janky, it doesn't work the way the developers intended to work. I guess I'll try and play more. I also saw that they cleared this pathway over here and we can go up. Oh, the pickaxe, well, now I know why everyone... So basically, all of your melee things are tools. All of your melee weapons are tools. Don't worry about that guy, he's dead. Don't worry. I think we are... yeah, that's the whole area. Well, it was not my choice. New day in the camp. I guess it's not that bad, but the real-time combat is lackluster to say the least. I wish I had all of these inventory slots available. Oh, that's brutal. Hey, don't... Well, that's not a flamethrower, that's a super soaker. It's a water gun. Doesn't even light targets on fire. Oh wow, the savages have kung fu moves. He looks so frustrated. Well, I don't think they have bunker buster equipment or bunker busting equipment. But they have pentagrams on their chests, so that's horrible. Yeah, he's still drawing his enemy's attention, what a hero. Fire worshipping lunatics. Tell us everything. Ransacked everything. Okay, the base is in ruins. Oh boy, see, this is the part of the game I liked, and this is what made me play the game more. Baba. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but it looks like I'm doing something. Diamond icons, okay. Check the warehouse. Yeah, so the only thing we have left is this place. Okay, so we got some resources as well. I really wish they would improve this. It's kind of astonishing the developers didn't improve anything that was in the demo. And I want to be able to click on their portraits. Sometimes it doesn't work, so if I click here, it doesn't work. If I click here, it doesn't work. See? Now it works perfectly. Technology screen, okay. This is like a mobile game, but trust me, it's not a mobile game. Just a very old game that was supposed to probably come out 7, 8, 10 years back. How do I get research points? I guess that's interesting. Farmer, builder, scavenger, trapper, cook. So how do you see those things? Can I open an inventory screen? No, man, this is going to be very hard to understand. So Rust is the builder. Am I refund this game? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'm clicking on Rust, construct stuff, but it's not working. I guess if you left click it works, but how do I even build stuff? So all of these elements of the game are amazing, but they're just poor implemented. So how do I build stuff with Rust? Oh, but I thought I already did that. Okay, let's do that again. Yeah, let's finish the tutorial because the currently the game is hard locked and do not do anything until finish the tutorial. Let's clear out the debris. Papa. We then can work on this one. Wow, the base is actually huge if you look at it like that. And we have to rebuild the main gate. Man, if it wasn't for this particular base building mechanic, I would probably not even play the game, but you have to rebuild a huge base and actually put it back together and make it viable. Guess I'll try to go through the wonky stuff. I guess it's not that bad. We finish the tutorial as best we can. Also, this needs to be a different color because you can barely see what's happening. I also like more people to do the same job if it's possible. I guess this is the best solution, okay. So this is more like an RTS setting. I guess they need a little bit of time to do the interaction, that's why it's taking so long. I guess you just complete stuff faster. He's just hammering the air. That will fix up the base. Can I see what? Oh, that's super slow. Yes, we can do that. How many planks? 10 planks. Craft 10 planks. Oh, that's a long way from finishing. Yeah, I think I'll play more of the game just because of the base building elements and the maniacs. So he's taking all of those resources to the camp, I mean to the bunker. Okay, so what would, I mean, it would be so useful if you could see what every settler can do. So I don't want to learn about that, I want to learn about their abilities. Interesting. I don't know, okay, let's just play this a little faster so we get some things done. Where do I see how many planks I have? Okay, that's exactly what we needed. I kind of like the idea that they're going back. So let's build something and then we'll see. Shelter. Oh, I guess we can build some stuff like in the same position it was. So let's. You know what? This is fine. It's okay. So do they get any bonuses for building or doing certain actions? Because that's what I don't understand. It says talented trapper, but what does this actually mean? Just faster, more resources from the trash pile? Anyway, let's do the tutorial the way the developers wanted us to do the tutorial. See how nice the building is. It actually is raising the building one bit at a time. 50% done. You can see the stats like this. That's actually interesting. Nice. Social room. Shelter. Wait, the shelter is the shelter, and then we have the social room. Oh wow, this is such a cool feature. I remember it and I like it. The only thing I don't really like is the resource tabs, because it seems like it's much harder to understand what you're doing. For example, I only see the wood over there, but I don't see the planks. I guess the planks are over here. Workbench and Baba. I will assume I cannot build anything until the tutorial tells me to do that. Okay, I guess we can get that one as well. What is the building over here? It looks kind of cool. Oh, that's so slow. Oh, wow. I'll fit in their needs. Okay, so we can use the analyze with the rich search screen, the technical notes, and you get one research point, and you okay. So hunger, contamination, injury, and tiredness. Canteen construction, sure. Social room. Okay. That's a stove, but okay. No pressure. The content in the top right screen. Okay. Oh, the choice is yours. Okay. This is actually better than I thought, but like I keep saying, this is not much different from the demo. I think it's the same stuff I saw and did in the demo. But that's actually very concerning to me. This Baba can handle that and can handle that, and then, or our then, how do we recover health? We need to use the health kit. Interesting, so in there, then I guess everyone is on a task. Well, I guess I'll have to, yeah, I'll have to play off camera because that's super annoying. And why does the thing pulsate like that? I guess I have to be careful not to send them into stasis fields. I guess I don't know, it's still a mixed bag. I'll try to play more of it, but it's a little harder than I thought because you cannot mix real time with pause action. The game is kind of janky. It should be slowed down by about 25%. I don't know. We will see. See you next time. Bye bye.